Kurt in the house. How you doing, brother? Uh-oh. I might have forgot to start the Rumble stream. Oh, no, I didn't. Good. Sometimes that one just takes a little delay. That would have Kurt in the house. I already said that. How you doing, brother? Yeah, RFK is going to be here today. RFK. We're going to talk about RFK. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, $456,000 Bitcoin. And, you know what? We need to update the title. Let's see. I don't know how to edit this. I mean, I know how to edit it, but I don't know what I want to say. Hearts. I see the hearts. How you doing? How you doing, brother? Thank you for the hearts. I updated the title on YouTube. The spot ETF approval today. Poll time. I don't know, man. For whatever reason, I'm feeling a ding, ding, ding. We're late. God damn, I started early, didn't I? Ding, 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 ding. I'm feeling ding, really ding, ding, ding. Giddy about the ETF approval. They're going to start reviewing. It could be approved as soon as today. I'll touch on this again later because there's not a whole lot of people in the house right now, but they always talk about how Bitcoin can be manipulated, and that's why they're not going to approve it. But the pressure's on now, dude. Political pressure. The fact that if you were to approve this spot ETF, it adds a bunch of liquidity and it makes it harder to manipulate. Now that they have the audit clause in there, I don't know how they could say no. I really don't. And the fact that they turned it around so quickly, I think that, I think it's going to get approved. I mean, I really don't know what's up Gary Gensler's ass. Remember when he was going to be, or when he was like, we knew he was going to become the head of the SEC, like the chairman, how everyone was all happy. Oh, he's pro crypto. He's literally the worst thing that could have happened to crypto. He sent back crypto so much. All right. I'm sad, Kurt. We gotta enjoy our time together today, because aren't you gone until like next Wednesday? That's like 3 or 4 days without you. Get me some tissues, babe. I need some tissues. All right. Stock market, Nasdaq up 30, E-mini S&P up 14, gold flat at 1980 though. Silver up 5 cents at 25.3. I think it recently has topped out in the 26 handle. We have bonds up 7 ticks at 127. We need that back up into the 130s. Yeah, is that it? Bitcoin futures up 215, so Bitcoin's still hanging around 30,000. Probably a little bit less right now. Actually, let's see how much into contango we are. I don't think it's a lot. So follow up on yesterday's news. Spectrum Finance is not going live until July 24th. So sometime next week. What day of the week? Next Thursday, probably. Oh, next Monday. Nice. I'm looking forward to this. We'll be talking about the Rosen Bridge a bit more. It was almost a title today. I'm not as hyped on the Rosen Bridge as a lot of people in Cardano are. It's just another bridge. I'm not a big fan of bridges. It's a multi-chain bridge. Great. It's going to be the chain. The custody is going to be on that chain, the way I understand it. So it's going to be the vault. So there's gonna be a huge security concern there, and how well they secure it, and You know, people trying to hack it. Are they better than the hackers? So you can have R ADA on Ergo, the synthetic wrapped ADA on Ergo, and or you can have wrapped Ergo or Ergo on ADA, but it's still a bridge. That's why I'm a big fan. And apparently there's some off-chain stuff that it does similar to Layer Zero. And the thing I really like about Layer Zero is it's not wrapped. It does what it does. I don't know how it does it off-chain, right? But it's Ethereum over here. Well, I mean, you can't go from you're always, I guess you're always gonna have wrapped layer one on another layer one. Oh, talk about inception. I don't know if you can get around it being not, like wrap Bitcoin if it's not on the Bitcoin network. That's always probably gonna be that way. But like for example, Radiant is a token on Arbitrum or Meld, right? Meld is going to have to be wrapped, isn't it? Unless they have a way to not do that. Is Jewel wrapped? I don't know. But needless to say, I want it to, you know what I mean? And then there's fractured liquidity, I guess. I don't know, man. Well, it just, this is like PhD level shit. All right. Let's get back to the stock market. Coinbase at 107. Today is Tesla earnings. I'm looking forward to that. If I'm being honest, I'm rooting for them to get ham-skied. $295. Are you freaking kidding me? It's like, oh my goodness. Thank goodness Coinbase exploded, or I'd be crying tears right now. Tom tears would be streaming like crazy. All right, so let's see what we got. Let's do it on screen. It's gonna do it on my phone, but that's no fun. So 350 times 295, 103,000. And my Coinbase, I have 1,000 shares. That math's pretty easy, so that's worth 106,000. So I'm basically 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. Now, for the tiers and for the ceiling. Oh, yeah, to wipe off all the sperm. I don't have that much power. I don't have that much power in my. Looking for the hydrocortisone cream. I must have like a mosquito bite on my leg. Freaking mosquito bites F me up, man. I don't even like right now. I don't even like going out and getting that morning sunlight because the mosquito bites, they tear me up. And I'm not going to wear a bunch of DEET. I'm not going to spray myself and off, right? Just to get. So I just wait for it to get a little bit hotter and I'll go out after the stream. Speaking of hot, oh my goodness. Anyway, Coinbase, Tesla, 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other. They're basically worth the same. I sold all my Tesla for my Coinbase. I think Coinbase is still going to do better in this bull run, right? I'm trying to make moves like Jagger in my era so that I can really, I mean, I want my era just to be like extra FU money, right? When I don't know, when you can start pulling this bitch out at 59, is that when can you start withdrawing from your era? This thing's worth $1 million by the time I'm 59. Who's going to complain? So yeah, I'm trying to make some moves right now. Eventually I'll have a title turning a $30,000 ERA into $1 million. And I won't be able to go back and check video footage, bitch. There's video footage of my $30,000 ERA out there on my YouTube. You'd have to go to the Wayback. No, you don't. I mean, you don't have to go to the literal Wayback Machine. You just have to go to the YouTube. I did have to. It might be hard to find one showing the balance though, because that's hard to do because when you obfuscate your data. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling, guys. I was really off yesterday. My video only got 4 likes. It didn't deserve any of them. I had a really rough day yesterday. I was feeling like shit the entire day and shitting all day. Feeling better today, but still. Like, I was so freaking tired. My head just felt like it couldn't even. It was just brain fog and anyway, so like I said, I'm still kind of in a funk. So this might be another bad stream today. Sorry, you're not going to get the best Tom. All right, Coinbase continuing to tick up. I'd love to see a $120 Coinbase. I'm not asking for much. Coinbase go up $14 in one day after it went up like $20 one day last week, $20, $25. It's not asking for much. You know what? Let's go around the horn. Let's go around the horn. Don't Canadians call their penis their horn? All right. And we haven't really looked at the stock market much lately. I'm so out of touch. AMD, $119. Amazon, $134. Blue Apron, man, that shit's still available. Bank of America, $211. That ain't no joke. Baidu, $146. BMY, isn't that the Chinese car company? No, Bristol Myers. BMG or something. Beyond Meat. What does that chart is? This company's been destroyed, I think. Let's look at this on the charts. This company was all the rage in 2020. What's his face? Financial Education. Like, this is going to be such a big company. And then he was buying all these pink sheet companies like Very Fine Foods and shit. Oh my goodness. I like Financial Education. He seems like a cool bro, but man, that guy would have gotten you wrecked if you've been listening to him. Not Tasty Trade. What Tattooed Chef, Dropbox, just loser after loser. He got Tesla right, made a lot of money, and then he sold a bunch of courses and made a lot of money. So he got his. Yeah, that's why I tell you don't listen to anyone on YouTube, except me. Citigroup, $46. Remember when that was $5 during the great financial crisis? I think they did some splits and shit. Caterpillar, $261. That used to be like $100 stock. Yeah, right down here. This is kind of a good indicator of how the economy's doing, really. Because in order to build shit, you need a lot of caterpillars. Chewy, This bro, he's involved in he was the one that bought GameStop, right? ClearSpark, don't they do Bitcoin mining? Coin, what's that? I've never heard of this one. It's at $107. Costco, holy shit balls, $560. DoorDash. Everyone thought this when this IPO'd. I said stay the F away from this one. The diamonds, Disney, $87. I was bullish Disney, but this one has not fared well. You know what? The streaming service and all the now they kind of want to get out of it. I heard they want to get out of streaming. If I were them, I would make that my primary thing and get out of amusement parks. What the hell's wrong with you? When this thing was $100 and some, I thought this was a great buy, and I was right. But I would have thought it would have continued to go up. But nope, it's gone down. And this is like worse than, this is pandemic levels right here. Is this a cheap buy right now? Like, what's going on with their earnings? Oh, wait, I'm looking at Disney, but it's Ethereum right here. EWZ, that's some ETF for a country. Yeah, Brazil. Facebook, gold, GM. GM still has a company, Google, the Guggenheims. Goldman Sachs, $330. I remember that was like $140. Now big banks keep getting bigger. Robinhood, $12. I thought this was a decent buy when it was around $7, $8, $9. Did okay. Hyliion, I said get the F out of Hyliion. Some of my most hated videos. I said go long Hyliion during the SPAC hype. And then it got to $50, and I'm like, please sell, please sell. Some of my most hated videos. IBM, this thing, a stable coin. Intel, worse than a stable coin. It just goes down. IWM, that's the Russell. Is that JD? That's some Chinese company. JPM, doing all right. Lemonade, I was a big fan of Lemonade there for like 2 weeks. And then I heard Tesla was getting into the insurance game, and I'm like, nope. Mara, man, Mara and Riot are starting to look good. I need Mara and Riot to get to around like 5X's, bro. We'll take a look at those in a second. MCD, Meta. Meta's out of control, dude. So people were shitting on Meta so hard, saying this is going to zero, and it's one of the it's gone from one of the biggest companies in the world to like one of the top 5 companies in the world or something like that. And this is with their metaverse costing them a lot of money and not going. What does Meta offer right now that's so worth so much? Are they making a lot of money on ads? I don't really get it. There's some gap fills here. Some major gap fills here. Microsoft, $359. I'm not surprised by this. One of the reasons I did videos to get out of Dropbox is like, why would you invest in Dropbox when Microsoft has a Dropbox and so many other products? They offer Dropbox, aka OneDrive, and it's better with your Office 365 account, right? If you don't use KFM, known folder move, if you don't use the OneDrive feature where it backs up your desktop documents and pictures, I believe you're doing it wrong. Just don't put sensitive data in there if you're worried about it. You know what I'm saying? And have secure passwords and use multi-factor authentication. They have an authenticator app. Don't put your seed phrase. I mean, you shouldn't be putting your seed phrase on your computer, period, regardless if it's in the cloud. Unless you have a Shamir B backup and you want to put 1/3 of it there, that's fine. MicroStrategies, Bitcoin proxy, it's doing pretty good. Micron, Netflix, I don't understand why this shit's where it's at. Like, it's at all-time highs. Netflix, for the most part, I mean, I have gotten my prescription back with Netflix. Watching The Lincoln Lawyer, that was a big rug pull. They give you half a season. I didn't realize that. I powered through the first 5 episodes. They leave you with a cliffhanger. Oh, we'll be back in 6 weeks. I'm like, you motherfuckers. Yes, that made me drop the F-bomb. Neo, made a lot of money on Neo. I wouldn't touch it with your money. Nikola, how is this still on the NASDAQ? NNDM, this is one of those Kathy Wood specials. I thought this was a good buy at $9. We lost a little money there. Nvidia, out of freaking control. My IRA had 100 shares of Nvidia before the 3-to-1 split. Didn't they 3-to-1? So I would have 300 shares. If I would have just held Nvidia and never sold, I would be in a little bit better shape than I am right now. Ricky in the house. How you doing, brother? But it'd be a little bit boring. Man, there's some gunk on my keyboard from my fat fingers full of like grease and grime. All right. I'm looking for that. All right, so 472 times 300, that's gonna be like 130 some thousand. No, it's gonna be more. It's gonna be close to 150,000. $141,000. That was in like 2017, man. If I would have just held that instead, my portfolio would be worth, I don't know, about 30,000 more. But guess what? Uh-oh. I need someone really strong to come over here and crank down my mic. What did RFK do? The only person I'll listen to for not. Yeah, thank you, brother. We're gonna get to RFK, bitch. I'm kind of we're strolling down stock lane. I just reached down on my shin and felt like a bunch of goo. I thought I was bleeding like crazy. It was just a hydrocortisone not completely rubbed in. You know, went and got my blood test. They took my blood and they're like, "You need to keep that thing on your arm a lot longer because I'm on blood thinners or you'll bleed out." I'm like, "Come on, am I really gonna bleed out over? Am I really? I don't think so." Anyway, um, NNDM, we're almost done here. Nvidia, PIN, man, I thought I was very bullish PIN, especially with all the gambling happening. And that's what PIN was like 70, 80 bucks at the time, but that's when the stock market was just not making much sense. Palantir, it's doing okay. I had some Palantir and sold it at 10. Could have held on to it, but then I wouldn't have as much Coinbase. QuantumScape, this was a big scam SPAC in 2020. So new battery technology, Microsoft's behind. It went to 120 bucks. Ride, I told people to don't buy Ride, get the F out of Rides. Up there with some of my most hated videos. Guess what? They went bankrupt. What was the name of their truck? Not Workhorse was another one I said get the F out of. People hated me for it. Yeah, should have listened to me, asshole. Starbucks, Snap. Man, Snap. Spy. I don't know what the Spy is. I'm kidding. Square. Square's kind of one I've been wrong about. I'll admit when I'm wrong. I thought Square would be a really good buy. And I kind of thought the same thing about PayPal recently, but those have just both been, these are like fintech banks. I still think there's a huge future there, but I think Coinbase might become like the future of banking. That's kind of what I envision. Another reason why I'm investing in. Can you imagine if Coinbase got a banking charter? Is that even possible? Do you think that's even possible in the future? That would be insane in the membrane. TLT, I wanted to go long bonds last week. That would have worked out really well, but I didn't have any money. Tesla, ugh, can't wait for earnings. Tattooed Chef, oh, are they out of business now? I wasn't aware of that. Wait, is Tattooed Chef legit out of? Jeremy Lafebe lost a lot of money on that shit, bro. Who is that sexy mofo? I mean, I don't know if they're out of business. I don't. No one's trading it. I don't really know what's going on here. I guess it's not out of business, but hard to borrow. I've made $4,000 today in my era. That's nothing to. Better than a kick in the balls. Coinbase must still be ripping. Yeah, it's pushing 108. Let's freaking go. Jonathan in the house. How you doing, brother? Velez in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, needed the tissue. Do you see the clip from him saying the vaccine was I haven't seen the clip, but I heard him like kind of spewing that. He can say whatever the F he wants. I'm a single issue voter. He's saying he wants to back the dollar with Bitcoin, and he wants to make no capital taxes on Bitcoin. Got my vote, bro. Got my vote. You could wake up and have fresh babies delivered to you, slaughtered on site, and eat them. That story could legit come out that you have babies delivered to you, sacrificed, slaughtered on site, and you eat their meat fresh, and I'd still vote for you. Yeah, I love it too. I don't know. I've been saying for a long time that the Fed needs to put Bitcoin on the Treasury. The government needs to be mining Bitcoin. It's a national. It's a matter of national security. Baby slaughter breakfast service only 0.02 beat. No, it's well, I guess you can microwave it or sizzle it in a pan with a little Kerrygold grass fed butter. Alex Jones has rotted your brain. Can't wait. I don't think we've hit 10 likes. I did see it get up to 9. You guys are kind of slacking on the likes today. I feel like I'm doing a little bit better job than yesterday. We got 4 likes yesterday, and that video didn't deserve any of them. So I feel like we could get at least break yesterday. We're at 9 likes. I know what's going to happen, Ricky. You're going to cheat for the 10th like if you have to. Oh yeah, good point. If it's it needs to be like cooked up or barbecued, right? Barbecued, baby, sounds pretty tasty. Pan fried Chef Ramsay style. No, I would go for barbecued. I want barbecued, baby. Maybe put him on one of those spits, just like he's crying, and you just ram it through his. As he's still alive, you just ram it through his mouth and out his butt, and then you just spitfire him. Oh my goodness, am I like out of control? What the is wrong with me this morning? Bitch, I didn't cheat. All I did was wake up. God forgive. Of course I'm joking. Of course I'm joking. All right. It's a joke, bro. Like, but I'm serious in the fact that you start saying things like you want to make Bitcoin whatchamacallit, where you don't have to pay taxes and you want to back the dollar with Bitcoin. You're starting to say the things like, I don't care whatever the hell else you do. I'm voting for your ass. What emoji is that? Is that a... I don't know what that one is. Is that like shock? Is that shock? I gotta look at a different window. That's shock. I'm getting better at my emoji language. All right. Are we done with the stock market? Come on, Coinbase. Oh, this baby talks made you hungry? Yeah. Excuse me. We're almost done. Twitter? Why is Twitter? Did Twitter change their... Oh, they delisted, right? Uber, $46. Man, I remember when that was $30. Upwork, UPS. UPS is a good indicator of how the economy's doing. WFC, what is that? Fried chicken? Wells Fargo company? $45. Workhorse, this was one I said get the hell out of. Walmart, 154. That's basically a stable coin. Then we got all the X's, the banks, and the... What is this? The banking, biotech, Spider, energy, banking, industrial, technology, consumer staples. You guys never trade any of these. Xpung. I haven't traded this one in a while. We made some money off this in 2020. And then XRT, retail. We should look at these more. These give a good indicator of what the economy's thinking, but they're boring. All right, crypto total market cap. Actually, let's look at the charts real quick. Let's see how the SPX and the NASDAQ are doing on the overall. Oh yeah, nothing to see here. The E-mini S&Ps at is the highest it's been since March of 22. So the stock market is the highest it's been in like what? How many months is that? May, June, July. 15 months. We're in a recession. World's coming to an end. And it's 5% from all-time highs. That could happen. Let's see. Poll time. Chef Tom. Yeah. I've been meaning to post my pizza, but I didn't even eat pizza last night. And I felt like shit yesterday. So poll. Will the stock market hit ATH? I'm like all-time highs ever. All-time high. This is the highest the stock market's ever been. We're going tight too. So by September, I'm not even giving you the end of the year. I'm going September. Look at this. Why is it spinning? Did my internet go down? No, there's only 2 people in the house. All right, I'm hanging up. Am I live? I legit. Well, I mean, this looks like it's still doing its thing. I kind of hope I'm not live. I'm ready to call it. Looks like I'm live. Well, I mean, maybe Google's down. What's going on here, bro? Give a little Control R. There we go. And now, like all the chat history is gone, and I don't see it over here. Oh, I do. Let's go like this. I don't think the poll went through. Yeah, so now it's not showing the whole chat history. That's annoying. It's like it reset. The squad shows up at 7. Then why do I start at 6:30? Uh-oh, what? Why are you saying uh-oh? Kurt's here before me. You know Kurt's my favorite. It's not even a contest. All right. Ada. Oh, by the way, breaking news. I bought $2,000 more of Ada last night, just on a whim. Oh, it was lagging. Yeah, I'm not. Oh, now we got 6 people in the house. How quickly the tides turn. I was all bipolar, ready to just hang up the hat. Only 2 people in the house. All right. Yeah, I bought $2,000 of Ada last night. Now I'm almost legitimately like out of money. Almost legitimate. I got a little bit, but like buying more now, it's probably not going to happen. Maybe one more time. I'm the real Nostradamus. What does that mean? And what is this emoji? Time. Something about time. Oh, that's me. Because there's a beard, I guess, a gray beard. And and then how did you get that to do 7 o'clock? That was pretty impressive. Like, does when you do that emoji, you can tell it what time to be? No, there was quite a few people here, but I think a lot of times this could be wrong though, because I know there's some other people here, but there was a problem with YouTube, I think, and sometimes these numbers will like be wrong for like a second or whatever. You think they can do this better? All right, you know what's weird? There's 7 people and only 4 likes. That doesn't add up. I don't understand that math. Could someone explain it to me? 67% think no. I think yes. I think the stock market doesn't give an F, and it's just going to continue to go up. It is a big day today, though, because Tesla could move that sucker right back down in a quickness. But then the same thing, like Tesla, I mean, dude, how can Tesla continue to go up? This is just insane. This is out of control. Out of freaking control. Like there's sometimes things don't. So the market can be irrational longer than you can stay solvent. But in the last month, let's see, in the last 2 months, it's up 100%. So it's a 2x. In the last 4 months, it's a 3x, 200%. They remember yesterday's stream and have a bad take. Yeah, I don't blame them. I don't. Yesterday, I mean, I'm still not 100%. Yeah, I'm in the dog days of crypto. Crypto's kind of getting exciting, but it keeps kind of being boring. I'm ready to start being rich again. You know, yesterday was a bad day. I was sick. I don't know what was wrong with me, but brain fog all day. My head tired, so freaking tired. Shitting like crazy. I think part of the problem is I've been like I've been changing my diet. So I'm eating eggs. I'm eating Greek yogurt. I've introduced some chocolate, and I got these like pumpkin seed cashew bites. But I think that shit's wreaking havoc on my intestinal system. The heat is effing up your fancy climate controller room. Yeah, the heat's tough, man. When it's 110 degrees, the AC can only do so much. Oh, listen to your. Yeah, I think that plus, like, I worked out. When I lift, I've been lifting weights, and every time I lift, I push it harder and harder. And I think my body was just like, hey, man. And I'm not saying it's some massive workout. It's just, I've gotten so out of shape that I'm trying to get back to benching. I will bench 300. Next summer, I will be benching 300 and showing off my 6-pack abs. You just wait, bitch. You just wait. What was like? Oh, I want to see how much my suffering helped, how much the AC ran. And now I'm running more fans. Oh, my PG. Oh, you know what? That's what we can do. That seems like fun, huh? So real quickly. Is this a crypto stream or bitch about my? It was only 104 yesterday, but my AC only ran for 6 hours yesterday, which is good. So I put up with a little bit, I put up with a little bit of pain and it worked out. Man, is that a cat paw? What about cat paws? What's that mean, bro? All right. Let's look at crypto. Total crypto market cap 1.16 trillion. Cryptos are just sideways. Sideways with a little bit of up. Baby steps, yeah. That looks more like a cat than a baby. We're getting back up to that level, right? This 1.25. It did push up to it again. It's kind of like it's an uptrend, right? It's a decent uptrend. $204 days. Wow. Seems just like yesterday, but it's not. Yeah, so it's been pretty boring. I mean, that's the overall market cap. Bitcoin dominance fallen below 50 is Benjamin Cowan. Going to be wrong. Bitcoin 29,941, just kind of hanging around that 30,000. Let's see, XRP. I've been wrong about XRP. I've always said I don't understand what XRP does. I want to turn on the AC right now. It's getting hot. I'd never really understood. I still think it's way overvalued, and I don't know how high it can go market cap wise. Like, it's already $42 million. Billion. Do you really think this can 10x? 5x? Do you really think maybe 5x? Do you really think this can go to 200 billion market cap? Maybe. One of the problems that crypto has is, and we saw this a lot in the last bull run, is all these people are fickle. They move in and out and they chase money. They go after dumb shit like Dogecoin, Shiba Inu. When Dogecoin and Shiba Inu are pulling away billions, that's what hurts the good coins. And you're just a bunch of Kool-Aid sipping idiots over in coins like this. And they make no sense. There's no value. Oh, the community. Oh, they have this. Oh, it's a waste of our. It's a waste of everything, right? Meme coins. I hate to tell you, meme coins are dumb. You may a little bit of fun here. I get swept up in. Oh, I can go 10, 20, 50, 100. I did it recently with Pepe and Sneck, mostly Pepe, and it was proved to be one of the dumbest things I've done in years. And I guarantee you, most of you are sitting in the same place I am, sitting there hoping you don't take an L in your meme coin chasing, right? You're sitting there praying. This was stupid, 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 stupid. All right. I will never make that mistake again. Ethereum, $1,905. I have some Ethereum longs on. I'm basically flat on them right now. Arbitrum doing really well at 126. I got some Arbitrum. I don't know. There's supposed to be, I think Arbitrum day is today or tomorrow or some shit. And they're supposed to be announcing some big shit. That's probably why it's up so much. Cardano doing okay, but it was in the 42 cents before that SEC shit. Remember, 46. We were pushing 50 cents, dude. Those were the glory days. Solana, $26. Let's see how the big battle, the big market cap battle. So 11 billion versus 10.6 billion. Bunch of idiots. Bunch of Solana and Cardano idiots fighting over who has a higher market cap. It's more like who gives an F. Oh yeah, look at this. This has to be. This.
Oi, ma.
What is? Oh, you guys can't hear it. What are they saying, Ricky and Kurt? What is he saying? Let me fix this. This has to be fake, right? No one puts on an Oculus and pretends and the size of that penis that she's working. I don't know if this can get me in trouble on YouTube, but I don't see why it would. It's not showing a penis. What are they saying?
Mamá, ¿qué será lo que tanto está? Uy, mano, uy, cucha. Oye, ma.
She must be working on lexicon still right there. Look at like the link between the balls and the top of that penis, dude. But who does this? I commend her for putting in the work though. She probably gives a good one. I'm getting a little bricked up. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, you're black. I don't know what race you are. I don't believe you anyway. Like are you really black? But I thought you said you knew Spanish. I know Kurt said he knew Spanish. He's probably not here. I don't know what. I gotta wait. Like my penis started chubbing up a little bit right there. I mean, who's gonna turn down a nice little morning wake up like that? Are we just saying things, or is there a credible source? I don't know. Oh no. What would she be doing? Oh, he's not saying anything really, just noises. So, are you a black person that knows Spanish? And how am I not supposed to think you're Mexican? You said you're brown, and you have a Ricky Ricardo. So 50%, 4 votes, think we're hitting all-time highs. I think we're hitting all-time highs. All right, so let's talk about the title. Yesterday evening, I had a mild stroke. That sucks. That fucking sucks, bro. See, I start approval process. We'll start the approval. So it could be as early as today, bitch. Gacky. All right. Oh, I need Ian Tubby, man. Remind me to go back to this when Ian Tubby's in the house. Someone explain this to me. Like, I just retweeted this because I want to be reminded.
No, that will kill us. No.
I gotta know what that lever is, and why is there a lever just right there in the open that if you pull it, it'll kill you? Like, what does it do? Like, what if you accidentally like hit a wind current and your arms flail and you like knock that bitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, what does that lever do? Does it eject the propeller? Does it? What does that lever do? Seriously. All right, RFK just announced flat fiat currency was created to fund wars. That's one of the things it does. I don't think that's why it was created. He would gradually begin backing the dollar with Bitcoin. I mean, sounds great. What the is this? Oh, I was gonna say that's not RFK. Author, be real. He would. So I'm. Is my stream still working? Now I'm getting a little spinny thing over on the. I don't know if I'm live. Yeah, it looks like I'm still live. I don't know. Backing the Bitcoin with dollar. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. I really don't. I don't have a PhD in finance, and I don't even know if that's enough to really make you qualified. We were backed by the gold, and then we got off that. I mean, it probably helped keep our debt in control, because I think we're basically almost at a point where the debt spiral, we might not be able to crawl out of it. We could be in the beginning of the end of the United States dominance and becoming like, I don't think we're going to become a third world country, but I don't know, man, maybe hyperinflation and like, we've got to do something. We can't continue to print money and raise the debt ceiling. Like, we're going to have to go. We're going to have to do something. Well, we need to start generating revenue, right? That's why you should elect me as president. I got money-making schemes that we're going to put to use. LOL, Tom, what the F? What, bro? What? Of course being black doesn't prohibit people from speaking Spanish. I never said that, bro. I never said that whatsoever. That being said, I don't see it a lot either. I don't see a lot of black people speaking Spanish. Unless they're... I mean, I haven't not seen it. But yeah, you know, usually I don't see a lot of white people speaking Spanish. I'm not trying to be racist here. I don't see a lot of Asian people speaking Spanish. I just assumed because he's got Ricky Ricardo. I think that's Ricky Ricardo. I'm not even sure what that picture is. And his name's Ricky. And he said he's brown. First of all, I don't think he's black. I don't know what the F he is. Sometimes he says he's Indian. Sometimes he says he's Mexican. Sometimes he says he's black. He's probably the whitest person in the chat. You speak Spanish? No, it was the exact opposite. I thought he said he's not Mexican. I said he was Mexican. I think I assumed he was Mexican. Bitch, if you're not going to be in the conversation for like 5 minutes and you want to come in and get it wrong, just zip it. I never thought, not for 1 second did I think Ricky was black until he just said he was black earlier in the conversation. Let's see. I'm not Mexican, Holmes. That's being racist right there. That's racist as F, saying I'm not Mexican. And then, wait, I'm black, fool. Is he Mr. T? Is he low-key Mr. T? He says he's black. I'm not Mexican. And that's racist as F. And what do you want from me? So he better be Mexican. He pink panties. Jason in the house. How you doing, brother? That's how it sounded? Well, that's how you heard it. Wrong. He pink panties. What does that mean, bro? All right, so RFK wants to back the dollar with Bitcoin and end Bitcoin taxes. You got me there. He would exempt the conversion of Bitcoin to dollars from capital gains taxes. Does that make it a... What is that shit they call it in El Salvador? Is that a national currency or whatever? You got me there, bro. I'm down for that. Now, can he actually... See, the problem with politicians is they make promises that they have no idea whether or not they can even make them happen or not. I don't think you can just come in and sign an executive order that says Bitcoin no longer is exempt from paying taxes. I don't even know if that makes sense. Like, how, and then you're going to be like, well, then you got to do all cryptos. Oh, then you got to do all commodities, right? Unless Bitcoin gets... Because gold, when the US dollar was backed by gold, you still had to pay taxes, right? So is this just one of those things he's saying to get votes? Can he really do it? Does this take an act of Congress? I don't know. But he's pro-crypto, so he's got my vote. And I don't think he has any chance of being elected president, right? Probably none. I don't know if Biden has any shot at being elected. I don't know if it's going to be Gavin Newsom. My gut tells me Gavin Newsom hates crypto and probably is all in on choke point. I'm pretty sure he rubs elbows and blows Obama and all the high Democrat, the DNC or whatever. Like, he's deep in there. He's one of their top boys. He got a lot of money. He knows some people. He probably goes to that shit where they... What's that place in California where Adam Jones, where they're like having reenactments of lynchings and eating babies and shit? What's the name of that place called? Yeah, it's like elementary school when kids run for school president. We're gonna my favorite was like the water fountains I'm gonna turn them into milk chocolate, right? The water fountains are gonna put out milk chocolate instead of water. All right. So that's the RFK. Let's talk. That's all the rage right now. And then the other thing I want to talk about is 456K Bitcoin. Plan B. He's talking about his S2F model. He still thinks it's the best model. The guy's been a really good predictor. I don't know if 456K, but he thinks the next bull run, Bitcoin's going to get to 456,000. It was really like this model predicted 53K Bitcoin in the last bull run. It got to 69. And so far, this model has been pretty accurate. It was so 60% error. That's when it first came out. And then the first bull run, it was off by negative 16%, meaning it went higher. or did it go lower? Oh, it was lower. And then $203, negative 40. The last bull run, it was negative 24. So, and then, or I mean, in 2016, the last bull run, it was 73% higher. So even like 100% lower would be zero, wouldn't it? So it'd be like 50% lower, 70% lower. You're still talking 100 and some thousand Bitcoin. So we'll see. You really do have to understand that how this halving is going to affect the price. The price is going up. There is no doubt about that. It's just how low can it go at its new level? You're going to continue to have selling pressure as the Bitcoin price goes up because miners need to sell to stay profitable, stay in business. They got to figure out the best time to optimize it, whether or not they want to crash the price or not. But right now, the price is where it's at. And 900 new Bitcoins are being produced every freaking day. And the price is where it's at. What do you think is going to happen? And the lowest it went is 15,000. So if that's the low, you got to think that's why it can't it's not impossible, but that's why it's really hard for it to go to these $3,000 levels that Savy's talking about. I mean, in order for it to go to 3,000, if it were to go to 3,000, I mean, that's almost not recoverable, or what the hell's going on for that to happen? The lower it goes, the higher the buying pressure becomes, right? So again, 900 Bitcoins are being produced a day, and it's at where it's at. That's getting cut in half. Soon it's only going to be $450 Bitcoin a day. And within 5 years, it's only going to be $225 Bitcoin a day. That's this is like the golden rule. The golden rule. Bitcoin will go up because of this. It can't be stopped. It can't. Every new round, more FOMO. And this time around, you want to add the possibility of several Bitcoin ETFs being approved? Do you know what that means? Some people out there think that's going to be the end of the world. I'm going to be able to go buy Bitcoin in my 401k. Maybe on that one, right? But that's going to be opened up. Institutions are going to be able to buy Bitcoin. You're going to be able to buy Bitcoin in your IRA. I mean, you can now with that I Trust Capital, whatever, but I ain't using that shit. I don't trust those mofos. You're going to be able to buy Bitcoin in your stock account, in your IRA, and it's going to be insured on top of it all. Right now, I don't blame bitches for not wanting to buy Bitcoin. You gotta go to some exchange that might go bankrupt. If it gets hacked, it's not insured. Oh, I gotta self-custody it. What, I gotta get these seed phrases. I gotta put them down. I gotta have hardware wallets. A lot of the world don't want to deal with that shit, bro. I barely want to deal with it. Bitcoin ETF gets approved. Easily accessible Bitcoin. Everyone on the planet can easily buy Bitcoin. It's insured. You can get it in your IRAs, right? Next go around, if that's approved, I will hold Bitcoin in my IRA. You can bet your ass. And then an Ethereum ETF's coming. Of course. And then who knows? XRP ETF, Solana ETF, Cardano ETF, maybe. I don't know on those. It might be a basket of an ETF of a blend, like 20% Cardano, 20%. You'll probably see some shit like that try and get approved, right? This is coming. 100% this is all coming. I just don't know how soon, right? It might not be the next bull run. We might have to wait until Gary Gensler's out, and that might not happen until 2025, 2026. He's a cancer. He's not easy to get rid of. It could take many years of chemotherapy. President can't remove him. I think it takes Congress to remove him. And even that's probably not going to be easy because the Democrats probably don't want to remove him. Let's see. I'm catching up to 2x speed. I'm the part where Kurt is defending my blackness. He wasn't defending your blackness. All right. I don't think RFK is a grifter. He seems like a legit. I don't think he's a grifter either. I just don't think, and he may want to do it. I just don't know if he can. I don't have any. I love RFK, to be quite honest. I don't know about his stance with the vaccines and the whole ethnic thing. I find it hard to believe. I did see the statement. I haven't heard him talk about it, but I think didn't it like target at white people and blacks or Asians or some shit? I don't know. It didn't target Asians, right? Because I guess the assumption is the Asians created it to get rid of the rest of the world. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I agree. I don't think he has any chance of winning. I don't know though. Like, let's see. DNC. (2024) polls. Is this Hillary Clinton? Is she not even running, is she? What is this? I don't even know how to read this. Biden 60, Kennedy. Michelle Obama. Biden's winning all of these, it looks like. So it looks like Biden's in clear command of all these. Oh, wait, Harris? What? That's Harris versus Clinton. What does this even mean? Is she going to be like vice president or something? Is he going to change vice president? Like, please. Oh my goodness. So I guess McConney, I don't know who this bro is, but Hillary Clinton, Harris, I don't know what I'm looking at, but looks like Biden's winning all those polls. Yeah, this next election is going to be so effed. Race to the White House. Let's see what we got here. It's got a good naming website. Biden, as of right now, Biden's got a 44% lead. 70%, 50, like, what is this? Oh, if Biden dies? Is that what that's supposed to mean? If, like, Biden, I don't know why. I guess I'm voting Republican next time around. Because I can't take Biden. I think he's probably the worst president we've ever had. And that's saying a lot. The guy, I'm sorry, guys. Like, and I don't even know that it's necessarily his fault. He doesn't have all his faculties. Biden has already been selected. It's all a dog and pony show. Is that so? That's what I want to know. And how are you a legitimate source on that? Like, how things can change though, bro. Things can change between now and then. If the Democrats think that they don't have a chance, like they have no chance to win with them, they might get desperate. That would be the first time in history, though, wouldn't it? Like, the standing president doesn't run again. There might have been an example, but it would have been like probably for health reasons. But another 4 years of Biden. I mean, I don't know. I kind of don't care as long as we have a crypto bull run. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care as long as we have a crypto bull run. Have any of you feel different? As long as I can get rich in this next crypto bull run, everything else is just noise. So if it's Biden, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Biden, but You just kind of get used to having shitty leaders now. I mean, with Trump, I wasn't a huge fan of Trump, but we were eating good. And I mean, to be honest, the stock market's near all time highs again, and crypto's in a bear market. So Biden, Trump, I don't think any of that matters. I don't know we'd be where we are at the war, the Ukraine war. Like, we probably wouldn't be in it if Trump was still president, I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm at the point right now, I say we send it. I am legitimately serious. Let's send it. Just send it. Send it. Let's get this shit over with. We're the predominant people are gonna die, dude. I mean, people are already dying. It sucks, but what are you gonna do? I don't know. I say we send it. We send it and try and limit casualties. We send a bunch of Tomahawks. We send a bunch of airplanes that are hard to shoot down. We send it. We're like, okay, China, okay, Russia, let's figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? Biden activated the reserves. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but I did see like Coast Guard and some reserves are being sent to Europe. Peter in the house. How you doing, brother? I just heard today that the ETH pre-sale was prior to the token even being deployed, which means all the disguised whales that were buying it literally only got like a paper receipt. Thoughts on that? I don't know, bro. I mean, Cardano was the same way. You got a voucher. My thoughts are, I'm not a securities expert. I'm not a securities lawyer. But if they declared XRP not a security, you're going to have a hard time declaring anything else a security, because XRP is as close as a security to it gets, in my opinion. So I don't know. I really don't have thoughts on that. Only got a paper receipt. So did they turn that paper receipt in for Ethereum later? Yeah, I'm not an expert on that at all, bro. Bro. He has a better chance for re-election if he's a wartime president. Yeah, that's what the stats say. But I don't know. I feel like most of America hates this war. I don't know what my stance is on this war is, to be honest. I don't think we can pull out. I think we need to be in it. I guess, I don't know. Why can't we just... I mean, things keep escalating. They blew up bridges. Now there are missiles on Odessa. Why can't, we broke the treaty as far as I know, moving our borders. So why can't we all get along? There's plenty of Earth. That's what when I get elected, I'm going to get Putin and the Chinese bro in a room. And we're just going to say, hey, what do you want, guys? I'm going to try and accommodate. Let's clean up all this space junk. Let's stop worrying about all this military spending, right? Let's all become allies. You can get your piece. We can get our piece. Maybe we'll let India at the table because they got a lot of people. And then let's just work on, building spaceships and finding other planets to go pollute, right? We're waiting. This one's almost near the brink. We got to go find other planets to be roaches on and pollute those and be rich and greedy on and powerful on those. So let's, this is our shot. Let's start. Maybe we make a new language that everyone just starts learning. Earthian. Like, everyone learns this new language. We create a new language just so everyone feels included. The administration doesn't even want to talk peace. Are we talking our administration, their administration, the Ukrainians, the Russians? I mean, they don't seem to want to talk peace. Which I get, but it's still the United States. I'm not sure what you mean, Peter. Diplomacy is dead in this country. It's definitely fractured. It's either you're on one side or the other, and there's not a whole lot of middle. There's not a whole lot of topics where you can find middle ground. I'll agree with you on that. So, yeah, we're going to hell in a handbasket. Fractured political system. Dollars going to zero. Debt spiral. That's why my money's in Bitcoin. Bitcoin ain't going to zero. The US dollar might go to zero, but if it goes to zero, guess what? Whatever's the new world currency, if it's not Bitcoin, I just trade my Bitcoin into that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not rooting for Armageddon, but if Armageddon happens, I don't have a bunker. I don't have a bunch of canned foods in my cellar. I have Bitcoin. So if the U.S. economy goes down, there's still rich people in third world countries, right? So if I'm a rich person in the new United States third world country, I'm still gonna be doing okay. Like, I'm not gonna be happy for all the rest of my brothers and sisters that aren't. But it's just a dog eat dog world. That's all there is to it. The strongest survive. Survival of the fittest, right? And I no longer have the physical strength that the young Tom used to have, but I've got the cabeza, right? So I'm preparing myself. 2 comments. Sorry, the first one and the second one, which I get. That didn't really. I still don't understand. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Nobody wants to talk. Nobody wants to talk. What are you talking about? I've been talking nonstop. Every time I get on the mic, all I do is ramble and talk. I want to talk, bro. I know I got one vote. I got one vote in 2024. I got at least one vote. I know my boy Chill Baggins is voting for me. All right, let's see what crypto's doing. It's down a little bit. Bitcoin's down. Ethereum, we got an alt season. Bitcoin's down like $60, but Ethereum's up $1. Is it alt season? All right, let's see what the stack market's doing. Let's see on my Coinbase. I was hoping to hit 110. It's pretty flat and boring. Another flat, boring day. Everyone's waiting on Tesla. Tesla's pushing 300. Speaking of Coinbase, what kind of premium can I get over here? 30 days out. Let's go 60. Let's go to September. No, this has an earnings cycle. But that means a lot of IV. I could sell. Holy shit, boys. Holy shit, boys. I could sell 200 calls in Tesla and earn $1,500. $1,500 free dollars to the dome. And Coinbase would have to go to $200 in the next 60 days for it to get called away from me. And it'd be worth $200,000. Like, talk about your first world problems. I could do 150 and make $5,000. It is so tempting to do this. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. Like, I can go to 180 and make 2,000. But if that this is why I'm not doing it. If that ETF gets approved, this shit could literally double overnight. Yeah. Calm down, Tom. That's why. Old Tom Sosnoff didn't understand why he got his head chewed off in Coinbase. I'm like, bro, you don't sell calls on you don't sell naked calls. You don't sell strangles on Coinbase when the calls are sitting there and you got things like the Ripple case lingering in the ETF and the Bitcoin bull market. Yeah, you're going to those percentages on the options charts are wrong. Because all of those are huge events, huge catalysts that can happen and melt your face off. Yeah, too risky, Jason. Way too risky, right? Tesla, if I had my 350 shares of Tesla, I'd probably sell calls right now. Go to like 30 days out. $300. I mean, you could go to 350 and make, let's see, that's like $1,500. I don't know if that's worth it either, but it's not bad. I don't think the expected move is $36 today, which is just insane. Because if it's bad guidance, I don't think it's going to be bad anything, but I think you're going to need some some crazy announcement in order for this to move up a lot, right? And if anything, it's probably going to be good news, good guidance, Tesla Cybertruck, it's going to probably be all good. But this thing has had such a run that there's probably going to be a pullback. It's my guess, right? Just a guess. Just my speculation. All right, let's that's it. Oh, Bitcoin 456,000 stock float. That's unlikely in my opinion, because you're talking about, I want to say like a $6 to $8 trillion in Bitcoin alone. It's not out of the question, especially if that ETF gets approved, because again, you're probably going to see it available in 401ks. You're going to see it in IRAs, like not a proxy, like you can get Bitcoin, right? You can buy, and none of the hassles of custody, and it's going to be insured. So that could spark a 456k Bitcoin, though it's a little heavy on the Kool-Aid and hopium. The news I saw showed the Cybertruck with the door misaligned. Velez, oh wait, I missed Velez's first. Let's see. What do you mean it was misaligned? The UK has 7%. They're saying the most likely the UK will face a 2,000 mortgages may. Yeah, they're saying that everywhere, bro. But people are still buying houses over here, 7-8%. I wonder if that house next to me, if the offer went in yet. Let me see. I want to know what it sold for. My estimated payment for my house right now, if I were to buy it, there's a picture of it on Zillow with my car out front. This looks pretty recent, actually. Yeah, it's got my new tint on my window too. So this is within the last year. Let's see, rent's estimate. I could rent this out for $2,000 a month. According to this, that's not bad, dude. That's like double my mortgage payment. Refinance payment $2,300 a month. So why would I go buy a new house right now? I mean, you have to buy a new house with the goal. Oh, that's a beautiful house. It's only $809,000. You have to be able to go out and buy a house right now. Like I would probably be like, okay, I'm gonna go out and buy a new house. I'm gonna rent out at my existing house. I don't know if I want to get into that game, but if I can make double my mortgage payment, and they're making my net worth go up because they're paying off my mortgage. So every month, if it's double, my net worth is going up by like $1,000 a month just off that, right? There's a lot of risk involved. I go out and get a new house at some outrageous 7% mortgage, and I just deal with it for a year or two and refinance it later when the mortgages come down. Yeah, Warren. Yeah, you know, the problem with Elizabeth Warren, she's usually right on things like that. So is she right on this Tesla shit? This is what you call misaligned. I don't. How's it misaligned? What am I? Looks normal to me. Is it just not shut all the way? Like, is it right there? We're seeing it. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm not sure what to make of this. That's why there's no inventory. People don't want to move into a higher mortgage. They'd rather stay put. I guess. I mean, people are buying houses. That house went on the market and there's already offers in within a week, bro. I was blown away. Let me check to see if it's showing how much. So it says 352. And there's a pending offer. 345. Oh, pending offer. It doesn't say how much though. I want to know how much this is selling for. I mean, my house needs a little bit of work, but I mean, I could probably put 2,000 into it and sell it for like 350, 340. Clear at least $100,000 in cash. That's if I paid off my home loan and my HELOC. Tax free, I'd have $100,000 in cash. But then what do? I don't have anywhere to live. I can rent an apartment. It's not the worst idea in the world, but I don't want to live in an apartment. Apartments suck. There's a bunch of noise, bunch of people. I love the free, and my house is only $1,000 a month. I mean, it's kind of hard to complain, bro. You know, I get the freedom. If I want to play my music loud, I can. I mean, I don't anymore. I'm not a young buck, but why? Why bother, bro? Like, I guess if I got millions of dollars, if I'm up to millions of dollars in the crypto bull run, then sure, why not? Why not? I'll go buy a new house. Enjoy my money, right? Now, I don't. If I don't give enough money, then I'll go get an upgrade on the house, and then we'll rent this out, make money off this bitch, and we'll refinance, or I'll just sell it and buy more Bitcoin, right? If I ever had crazy, yes, nonstop, bro, always nonstop. When I first moved in, my neighbors were a bunch of assholes. There was like 5 or 6 of them. They were into going to like I don't know, those festivals. They had an archery tent, you know, those old time festivals. I don't know what that shit's called. Cigarette butts everywhere, loud, nosy. She was crazy. And then the next neighbors moved in. They had these 2 husky dogs that were just whine all night long, and they were just trashy. Just let the trash overflow and go everywhere. Just lazy. And then I had a really cool neighbor move. Like, this guy was awesome. I think he was Brazilian. And he would even like bring up, like, he was so cool, quiet, friendly. Like, sometimes he would bring my trash bins in. Dude, I loved that guy, but he didn't live there very long. And then now, that neighbor, she's crazy fine. Like, she's an 8 or a 9, hot. But they have dogs that bark all the time, and they're kind of let the trash overflow a little bit sometimes. She's got 2 kids and I think the one kid must be gay because he has his boyfriend come over and he stays the night sometimes. He's in high schooler, so maybe they're just little sleepovers, but you know, he not that there's anything wrong, but he dyed his hair blonde, and I just feel like you know, they're cuddling up at night. That's all I'm saying. Well, she was okay looking. She had some big old, you know whatches, but she was crazy, and she's chain smoked, and her husband. So she was, I say, like in her 40s, but her husband was in like his 70s. Like, I don't know how that guy was still alive. Yeah, the first one. I don't know if they're boyfriends or not, but it's weird, right? I honestly don't know if they're. If I had to guess, I would guess. But I mean, I don't give a shit. Live your life, bro. Like, you're probably getting more sex than I did as a high schooler. And that's one thing about being gay. Like, it's easy to get the sex, right? And then I got other asshole neighbors. Like my neighbor right here, she's cool as F. My neighbor across the street's cool as F. But I got my neighbor behind me. They're always being loud, playing basketball late at night, or playing drums, or playing loud music. Or I honestly like kind of want to go Jeffrey Dahmer on them at times. And then I got another neighbor that's always shooting off loud ass fireworks. Never ask your neighbor to stop. Texas man fatally shot after he was wow. Man shot and killed 5 of his neighbors. Wow. This is recent too. Yeah, this guy doesn't have like the little sparklers either. Like he'll shoot off house shaking, like your house will shake, and a little bit of like plaster, like drywall, like powder will kind of like sprinkle down on you. I'm exaggerating, but oh, it really pisses me off. Oh, and there's at least 3 members of Sons of Anarchy in my neighborhood with loud ass motorcycles. This one guy was driving by his motorcycle was so loud, and I'm like, this motherfucker, man. And I know, like, you could tell it was it's gonna hurt type of loud. And he kind of cruised around by me, and he didn't make it do its thing, but then he was like half a block away, and he gave it one of those, and it legitimately almost blew up my eardrum. If I was strapped, I would have shot his ass. You have chill neighbors with the fireworks. I think there's only one guy in that neighborhood. I also have another guy that back over here, he's always working on his cars, right? It always seems to be like Sunday. I'm trying to take a little nap, and then I'll turn on one of his loud cars, and and it'll be like that for a long time. So, yeah, I want to move the hell out of. Like, I want to, like, the next time I buy a house, I'm doing the recon, man. Like, I'm gonna go talk to all the neighbors. I want to get in an area where there's no trains. Hell, I might move into the country, right? There's downsides to the country too, because you got a bigger pest problem. But you know, rats and shit. But I just want my peace and quiet, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, if you're out in the country, having shit delivered to you, like food, you know, you got to drive. There's pros and cons to everything. So I would like to find a nice, quiet neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Montana. Your neighbors know you. I don't think so. Like my next door neighbor might. Like she might have put 2 and 2 together because sometimes my window's open. A lot of people are moving to Montana. I don't know if that's where I would want to go. You know what? I want to go where I'm not. One of the problems is where I live now. I only get like 1 to 2 months of being comfortable. I'm either really hot or really cold. So it's a really dry, really hot and really dry. So the dry kind of offsets it, but it still sucks. And then in the winter, it's cold and dry. right? So I'm either really freaking cold or I'm really freaking hot. And turning on a heater makes me just as uncomfortable as being cold, right? It's always stuffy and it's always hard to find that right level where, like your toes will be cold and then your nutsack is sweating. I want to move. Where do I move? I guess the equator? I don't know. I don't want mosquitoes. I don't know what to do, bro. I don't know what to do. All right. It's 8 a.m. Got to get to work. Got to get to that grind. Ugh. All my projects I'm working on right now are so boring. Let's see what's going on in crypto and the stock market really quick, and we'll wrap this up. I had a lot of fun today, though, talking about, getting our mind off this boring ass crypto. Coinbase 106.61, Tesla 297. Looking forward to earnings today. E-mini S&P up 9, Nasdaq up 20, and the old cryptos. The old crypto dogs, ADA 31.1. What did I buy Cardano at? I might be up. I think it was below 31 cents. No, it was at like 32 because Coinbase rips you off. Ethereum 1897 and Bitcoin 29,790. It's basically flat but down a little bit. Idaho and Montana are being invaded by. I heard that on Montana. I didn't know that. Oh, like Boise is a big one. Is that still the case though? I know that was the case during like COVID and shit. Like people are kind of being forced to move back in a lot of places. Up north, so the problem with up north is the cold is so freaking cold, right? Driving up, yeah. We need one more like for the Adam Jones stream. You're definitely my hype man, bro. Please, no one go give that video a like. Actually, I don't care. Go give it a like. We can finish off the Adam Jones. We're going to have to do it one day or another. It's gotten pretty boring though, bro. That video has gotten pretty boring. I mean, the last part was cool, but the problem was it was all about the Prigozhin coup. So it's kind of outdated. You don't want my vein shrink. I didn't know cold shrinks your veins. It shrinks my main vein. All right, everyone. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. Pray to the crypto gods. The Bitcoin ETF gets approved today or soon. 67% of you think the stock market's going to hit all-time highs by September. I think it is too, but this earnings season is kicking off. I think it's going to be a good earnings season, but you do got some overbaked shit like Tesla, so you never know. Lots of heart attacks, people shoveling. I was watching, you guys won't know who this is, but I was watching a Jason Ellis podcast. You should check him. I guess you should check him out. He also does a podcast with Tony Hawk. I used to love this guy, but he's a little bit weird. And I still love him, but he had, who did he have on there? Let me find the video. You guys should watch it. It's really good. Give you something to do today. A little peek into my soul. Give you a little something to watch right now. It's really good. So tasty in the morning. Jason Ellis with Anthony Jeselnik. That one was really good. This, have you guys ever seen Mark Norman? This was really funny, man. I'm going to have to watch more of that. So Ryan Sickler. He's a podcaster. Jason probably knows
Gary
him.
at this hospital.
And this is really good. It kind of hit close to home. Because he went through something very similar to what I went through with like pulmonary embolisms and shit. It's really good. Go check it out. I've been everywhere in the U.S. Places like Idaho and Wyoming are beautiful during the summer, but my God, the winters there. Yeah, man, it's like snow up to your nipples, cold. Yeah. All right, everyone. Catch you tomorrow. Love you all. No Kurt for a few days, I guess. Sad times. Be there early. We'll talk about some Tesla earnings, and we'll talk about that Bitcoin ETF